This is North Dakota Today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for North Dakota Today. We're back together after a couple of days off.
Plus a weekend in there.
I know. I kind of feel it's Wednesday, although it feels like Monday to me.
It feels like Monday. It's such a weird feeling when you've been gone. And
yes, and a lot has, changed. This is just a temporary studio we're in right now. A big, change is coming. Can't give you too many details.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. When I walked in and I walked past our studio and I'm like,
former home.
Ooh.
So stay tuned.
You couldn't see anything cool though, not yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Just it's all torn up.
And so you were on the road. You put on some miles while you were off.
I put on a lot of miles this weekend. I was out in western North Dakota and into Montana.
My neck of the woods.
Yes, and you know what? Here's a couple things. Look at this beautiful. It was raining from Dickinson to Sydney, because that's where I went first. And it's just this beautiful rainbow. I saw this in my rear view mirror. So I had to pull over. I was not driving, by the way. I did pull over. There's no one else on the road, as you can tell. But anyway, isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful.
And then it's just like in this beautiful wide open. But one other thing I noticed a lot out there is part of the landscape is cattle. Did you know that? There's a lot of cattle.
A lot of pasture land out there. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of I didn't get a photo, but
you didn't take any pictures of the cows?
No, but I am going to, because I think they are so blessed cute. I just love cows. But anyway, I did not pull over for the cows to take a picture because they're kind of far away anyway, but there's just so many of them, and one day I am going to go, I want to work one day on a ranch.
That'd be awesome. I did get to do that one time where they were moving. It was like a roundup where they moved cattle from one place to another. We got to be on horses.
Like Yellowstone?
Like I said, I'm from western North Dakota, so there's a lot more ranchers out there that way.
I just think it's cool. I'm fascinated.
I have a brother-in-law too who even let us go out to the Towner area and watch the branding process and all of that. So with the calves and separating, that's all very eye-opening as well. And they all look like real cowboys as well. That's serious riding and
have you ever been to calving season, when the calves are born?
I have not myself, but yeah.
A friend of mine lives in Richardson, and her family have cattle. They live on a ranch, and so she goes out there every season for that.
Yeah, well,
that's
just
more one season.
Like roundups and branding. That's like a set time, when the calves are coming.
Sure.
No, I haven't actually.
Anyway.
Interesting.
It's fascinating, and it's beautiful out there, of course, because the landscape's so completely different. So, I just love going out there. It's cool.
I didn't know that you were going to talk about cattle, but
sorry.
That leads right into this bizarre story as well, like my favorite story from today. Did you hear about this?
Oh my gosh, this is weird.
So a woman was speeding in North Dakota. That's not so what, right? She got caught speeding 2 times on I-94 in North Dakota. She apparently was coming from Washington State on her way to New York. She was pulled over near Cleveland in Stutsman County. She was going 90 and a 75. Again, pulled over near Castleton. But here's the weird part. She had the best excuse ever. She said, take a look at this picture. The woman had 2 goats in her back seat. And she told troopers she was heading to New York from Washington with the animals, and that the goats were driving her nuts.
Is that in a normal car?
I guess.
With hay in the back like that?
Yep. And luckily she has the gate up there to keep them safe. So you put those gates up there.
I think that's to keep her safe from them. Because can't they be pesty and
they'll nibble.
Yeah, they'll nibble on your ears.
Oh, well, we're hearing
your hair.
Our director just said they'll eat anything. They like to nibble.
Oh my gosh, probably the seats. Oh, anyway,
so I don't
know why you would do that.
I see why she was speeding. How funny for the trooper though. Of all the excuses you've ever heard, the goats are driving me crazy, and they were there.
That's great that they have the picture of it. It's hilarious.
Why? I feel like the obvious question. We don't know the answer why she had goats in her back seat, but
where was she driving to?
To New York. Bringing her goats to New York from Washington State. People travel all weird distances, for certain pets. So maybe they were pet goats, and I don't know. Don't know.
That's very interesting.
All right, we're about to wrap up school. I'm excited. West Fargo,
yes.
My girls are done on Thursday.
Okay.
And at Fargo, I don't think until next week
Next week, I think, too, yeah.
But some 6th graders at the Ben Franklin Middle School in Fargo wrapped up their school year with a really cool experiment.
This is so cool.
Did your kids do this?
I think they did.
They probably did. Okay, so this is the experiment. You have to safely drop an egg from a 3rd-story roof to the sidewalk using only common household items to slow it down. You have to pad the egg for a soft landing.
Oh, look at that.
I love this idea. Apparently they do this.
Oh, they did. They
This
had
is
to be
like the-
very creative.
This
kids.
is the 20th year that they have done this
Yeah, that's
experiment.
so cool.
I love that hands-on stuff. I know we heard from one of the students earlier, and he's like, "This is way better than just reading out of a book."
I'm trying to kind of catch what they. Okay, there's a package. Hey, note. Just so you know, like UPS and FedEx and whatever, when they throw your packages on the door, they don't in Fargo, of course, but anyway, in other places, I think it breaks. Whatever's inside might break.
Would it spare an egg?
I'm
Would
not
it spare
sure.
anything that you ordered on Amazon? Good to
And
know.
what was around that one? It was like a little cage or something.
I don't know what I would take. I mean, I love that. Looked like there was a bunch of grocery bags in the one.
Yeah.
I don't know what was. And I like that. Oh, that one was supposed to be a parachute. I don't think the parachute worked
I don't
very
think
well
it
there.
worked.
Anyway, talk about a good learning experience there.
Right?
Love that.
Huh. That's very interesting.
Heading into Memorial Day weekend, they're saying that more and more people are going to be traveling.
Yes.
But also, I think I just read this morning, gas prices are up a
Are
bit
they
as
again?
well.
Even
So
more?
38 million drivers are expected to take to the roads. That's according to Centerline. I found this survey interesting, though. 36% of truck drivers think that all the people on the roads, all of us, not them, are driving recklessly. And I suppose that because when they're up in their trucks, they can see what we're doing.
They can.
So they're asking people this long holiday weekend to slow down, put your cell phone down, and pull over if you need to eat or rest.
I eat in the car all the time. But you know what's interesting in my car, I just noticed? When I've been traveling, a lot, obviously, and going distances, longer distances. When I hit 3 hours without, or maybe it's 2.5, without turning my car off, it beeps at me. And then in my dash, it says, "Do you want to take a rest?" Question mark with
Really?
a cup of steamy hot coffee or steamy hot
Interesting.
something. I know. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
I was going to say, are you awake? Need a cup of coffee.
Anyways, yeah, it was kind of fun.
All right, well, talking, look at me, I'm like kind of dressed for Memorial Day weekend
You
here a little
are.
bit early.
You are.
Coming up next, we're talking summer fashion with Aji Berg.
Yay.
Don't go anywhere.